What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a massive deep dive into one of the most visually stunning games ever created, and we are running it on a machine that has sparked a ton of debate in the PC gaming community. We are booting up Forza Horizon 5, and we are testing it out on the Lenovo IdeaCentre. We are looking specifically at the model equipped with the Intel Core i5 processor paired up with the NVIDIA RTX 3050 OEM graphics card. And the absolute kicker here is that this specific OEM card comes packed with 8GB of VRAM. A lot of hardcore PC builders tend to write OEM cards off, but the general consensus across the internet is that this 8GB memory buffer completely changes the narrative. It gives you a massive amount of overhead, preventing the stuttering and texture pop-in that plague lower VRAM cards in open-world games. So, let us get right into the gameplay. Let us start with the baseline. Right now, you are watching low settings at 1080p. For those of you who play competitively online or who simply value rock-solid stability, this is your safe zone. The RTX 3050 barely even realizes it is running a AAA game. We're locked at 60 frames per second. You can weave through the dense jungle environments, smash through fences, and hit top speeds without a single microstutter. The GPU temperatures stay incredibly cool, hovering right around 60 degrees Celsius. It is calm and it is incredibly secure. But let's be real, you do not buy an RTX graphics card just to play on the absolute lowest graphical presets. So, as we move further into the gameplay, we're bumping the visual presets up to medium. Notice how the game instantly looks more vibrant. The foliage density increases, the roads look more realistic, and the cars begin to show off more detailed geometry. Even with these visual upgrades, the RTX 3050 8GB card handles it like an absolute champion. We're still pulling massive frame rates here. We are still locked at 60 frames per second. This is honestly the definitive way to play if you want a great balance between high refresh rate performance and decent visual fidelity. You are getting an experience that feels buttery smooth while still looking like a proper modern racing game. The Intel Core i5 processor is easily handling all the background physics calculations, meaning there is absolutely no CPU bottleneck holding back the graphics card. They are working in perfect harmony to deliver a seamless driving experience. Whether you are doing dirt racing, cross-country events, or street scene sprints, medium settings provide that competitive edge. You get the smoothness needed for precise braking and drifting without sacrificing the beautiful Mexican landscapes that playground games created. It is still a very safe and optimized way to experience Forza Horizon 5 on this Lenovo IdeaCentre machine. And crucially, we are still not maxing out our memory buffer. That 8GB of VRAM is sitting there comfortably, ensuring that as we transition between different biomes, from the desert to the rainforest, there are no sudden drops in performance or sudden frame time spikes. Now, let us turn up the heat. We are officially moving into high settings. As you can see from the gameplay on screen right now, according to the wider tech community and my own personal testing, high settings are the ultimate sweet spot for this specific RTX 3050. The lighting engine truly comes alive here. The reflections on the car paint become razor sharp and incredibly realistic. The global illumination accurately shades the deep canyons, and the shadows stretch dynamically across the tarmac. It is a massive visual upgrade. In this sweet spot, we're seeing a very comfortable and consistent 60 frames per second. It's the perfect balance. You are getting an experience that completely destroys what the older generation of consoles can do, while maintaining the snappy responsiveness you need to nail those precision drifts. The game feels entirely different. The level of detail on the tires, the environmental reflections in the puddles, it all just pops. This is where the 8GB of VRAM really starts to flex its muscles, holding all those high-resolution textures in memory without breaking a sweat. You can actually see the individual leaves on the trees and the dust particles interacting with the light. High settings give you that premium PC gaming feel, proving this entry-level GPU has serious capabilities. But why stop there? Now we are pushing this machine even further. Welcome to Ultra settings. This is where we start demanding serious horsepower from the IdeaCentre. As we continue to blast through the Mexican landscapes, just look at the screen right now. The draw distance is significantly expanded. You can see intricate details on the mountains miles away. Every single speck of dirt and mud accumulating on the windshield, every particle of smoke kicking up from the tires is rendered with stunning, uncompromising fidelity. At Ultra, we're asking a lot from an entry-level graphics card. Our frame rates naturally drop, settling into a very respectable 55 to 60 frames per second. For a racing game, a locked 60 FPS is exactly what you want for a smooth, console-like cinematic experience. We're using a significant chunk of our 8GB memory buffer now. If this was the standard 4GB model, the game would be stuttering heavily right now due to memory swapping, but here it remains incredibly stable. The GPU utilization is hovering right around 95%, meaning we are extracting almost every ounce of performance available. The visual eye candy is spectacular, making every race feel like a blockbuster movie. It is absolutely gorgeous to look at. You really start to appreciate the masterclass in optimization that the developers achieved here. Driving through a tropical storm or a dust storm on Ultra settings is a jaw-dropping experience, and this Lenovo pre-built system handles it with impressive grace. Finally, as we reach the end of our testing, we arrive at the breaking point. I went into the menu and cranked every single slider to the absolute maximum. Welcome to Extreme Settings. This is where your GPU runs at full throttle, begging for mercy. The environmental density is maxed out. Every single ray of light and every shadow is calculated to perfection. We are pulling around 35 to 45 frames per second. Is it the most optimal frame rate for a Twitch reaction racing game? Maybe not. It's undeniably a heavier experience, but for taking high-resolution photos in drone mode, slowly exploring the map, and simply admiring the absolute peak of game optimization, it's wild. At Extreme, we are finally maxing out that 8GB memory buffer, and GPU utilization is pinned at a solid 99%. It proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that this Lenovo pre-built system has serious teeth. So, looking at all these benchmarks, which side are you on? Are you the calm and secure type, locking in massive frame rates on low and medium settings? Or are you wild and extreme, sacrificing frames to push your hardware to the absolute bleeding edge of visual fidelity? Drop your thoughts and your preferred graphics settings right down in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful today, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.